Okay, sorry about that temporary malfunction, but I fixed it. Because I'm amazing. Actually, I'm not amazing, I just realized what I did wrong. Kind of a mess. Anywho, the songs that we've played thus far, there have been a ton. The song that we just heard was, oh, it went away. And I forgot to write it down. Isn't that terrible? It was by the Killers, though. Let me turn this again. You guys must think I'm like the most terrible DJ. It's been a week. I haven't been on because of the spring break. It's just kind of thrown me for a loop. I have to get back into the swing of my everyday schedule. And there aren't little children running about my house madly. And I have to get back to the peace and quiet. Which, I don't know about you, but sometimes it seems like I could use a little more excitement in my life. Because, think about it. We live in a town where there's not even a movie theater. We need to make up our own entertainment. Which is why we go to school events that normally wouldn't interest us, but then we realize, what else do we have to do? Are you really going to spend that hour studying? Probably not. You probably should. I know I should. But probably not. Alright, losing my boyfriend to World of Warcraft, that game has destroyed lives. Check out the news. There are people who have abandoned their actual children and whose relationships, and they lose their jobs because they're addicted to the game. It's worse than heroin, apparently, in the gaming world. But that is by all caps. Then we heard Don't Unplug Me, also by all caps. And then I have to keep looking at the other screen, I'm sorry. Date My Avatar by The Guild. That song is amazing. I absolutely love it. The Guild is a really nice comedic YouTube thing. Or it's its own little web show. I don't know how to say that. But it's basically a group of people who usually only know each other through the gaming world. They don't specify a game, but it's World of Warcraft. And blah, 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 blah. I was saying something. My trains of thought just collided again. Oh, yes. And then they end up meeting in real life, and it throws a monkey wrench into their whole schedule. And then you get to see their adventures of gamers trying to deal with the real world, and they don't do too well. Almost Lover by A Fine Frenzy, because almost lovers always break your heart. That's why there's that, you see, always, almost, no coincidence there. One of my friends once had their MySpace, I'm talking about MySpace. My friends once had their MySpace thing, and he said, Coke starts with a C. Communism starts with a C. Coincidence? I think not. I just found it funny and thought I would share. That just came to my head, too. Insanity. La 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 la. All the Right Moves by One Republic, bringing sexy back, or just sexy back, I guess is the actual title, of Justin Timberlake. Monster by Lady Gaga, all the way down the bayou, from the movie Princess of the Song, sung by the Firefly Ray. Bad Boy by Cascada, I love that song. Saying Sorry by Hawthorne Heights. I don't care what anybody says. Hawthorne Heights is a good band. I don't care how emo they are. Fighter by Christina Aguilera. That one was from my mommy. And Firework by Katy Perry. I recently, one of the kids that was staying at her house, she wanted to hear the song, and I'd never heard it before, but apparently it's very popular, and I can see why. It's a really nice song. I don't have anything against Katy Perry and her outfits. I don't have anything against Lady Gaga and her music videos that don't make sense, because a lot of music videos don't have anything to do with their lyrics. Hers might be pushing it, but I don't care. I tend to go with the flow, because I don't care about outfits. I really don't care what their hair is. I don't care who they're dating. If you're a star, especially if you're a musician, I really don't care. I just don't care. If you're in the public eye and you're a celebrity, what I care about is the music that you make. If you keep making songs and you keep making music and I enjoy it, I don't have a problem with you. If you make one song that's not as good as maybe one of your other previous hits, I'm not going to think any less of you. You can't do everything right all the time. And, you know, just because I don't like the song doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't absolutely love it. So, yeah, I think people get a little too caught up and they seem to forget that celebrities are just regular people who are put in the public eye. Okay, they have more money, whatever. They still have problems. They still have stress. I could not trade places with celebrity because I could not handle the lack of privacy. But everyone gets on the case. Well, I don't like Lady Gaga because she's weird. I don't like this person because they dress like this. I don't like this person because of their sexuality. Really? Is that really affecting their music in any way, shape, or form? Because Elton John, he's not straight, and he has some of the best music, very classical music, Disney classic music, and it's fine. I don't know why people get so bent out of shape because of how somebody dresses. It really doesn't affect you that much, I promise you. Who they're dating really doesn't affect them all that much. Occasionally, you know, if they have a breakup, a lot of their songs on a particular album will be heartbreak or getting back or sad songs, whatever. But I don't know. If they're good songs that I enjoy listening to, then I'm not really going to be upset. That's just me, though. A funny song associated with the Christina Aguilera Fighter. My mom loves that song. I'm surprised that her CD still plays it right because of how many times she does play it. I should have thought that sentence out more. If I thought anything through more, we wouldn't have this weirdness. But, oh well. Awkward turtle. I'm doing a little awkward turtle movement, which people say doesn't look like a turtle, and I can totally see why, but I'm going to still call it the awkward turtle. That's why it's awkward. Anywho. Sorry. Yes, and my mom was playing the song, and she likes to do these, like, kickboxing kind of movements. We just got a new, heavyweight thing in our basement. It's so cool. It's fun to work out now. It was fun to work out before, but now it's even more fun. You can put a picture up of somebody you don't like on it and punch the crackers out of it. Good stress relief. Good stress relief. Anywho, she was doing her little punching movements, and she punched my father in the eye by accident because she miscalculated how far away her arm would extend away from the point of where his head was, and she punched him in the eye so hard he had a black eye. She always tries to tone it down. She goes, oh, it was just a little thing on the side of his eye. No, he had a shiner. And she's always like, no, that's not. You exaggerate. No. She doesn't want to admit that she totally punched Dad in the eye so hard that he needed ice on it. Oh. And from now on, it scared my father. He's afraid of getting punched in the eye again. So whenever Mom starts singing the song, or when the song comes on, he leaves the room. Or if she starts doing her little boom boom with putting her fist in the air, he's like, you go in the other room and do that. Don't do that around me. I don't want another black eye. My parents have really funny fights because neither of them understand what goes on in the fight until after the fight has occurred. My mom's going around trying to hit my dad with a broom. My dad puts his foot up. He breaks the broom because otherwise she would have hit him in the face. and then she got mad at him for breaking a broom. And then she just fumed about the broom. Don't worry, he's alright. We got a new broom. Everyone's okay. My parents don't fight really hardcore. They argue for a little bit, but then somebody, usually my dad, says something funny or sarcastic, and my mom or dad, if Mom does the funny or sarcastic thing, they'll still try to stay mad at the other person, so it'll be like, I'm gonna kill you! And they sit there trying not to laugh, and then they both fall down laughing because the other person's laughing that the other person's trying not to laugh, and then they get back together and be cutesy little lovebirds. They hold hands and cuddle on the couch, and it's adorable. When they start kissing, I leave the room, and I tell them that they should get a room, particularly one not in the house. It's just a thing with people, isn't it? We know what has to occur in order for children to be born, but when it comes to our own parents, We just like to think that they thought of us and we materialized out of thin air. Is that not the truth? And is it not the truth that when your hands are cold, stuff hurts them worse? I was carrying one of those giant shop vacuum cleaners, like one of those really big ones, into the house so we could fill up our air mattress. And I was outside in the cold, I was carrying it in, and my hand slammed because there wasn't enough room. I misestimated or miscalculated, whatever you want to say. I missed. Well, I didn't miss the door. My hand got crushed between the two things, and it hurt so bad. And I'm thinking it would have hurt less had my hands not been cold. I don't know if that's just me, but whenever my hands are cold, which is a good majority of the time, things just hurt worse. If you slap them, things just hurt worse. I don't like that. Let's see. Here's what I want you to do. With a piece of paper near you, I want you to write down the word ear. E-A-R, if you don't know how to spell that. Now say it. Ear. 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 Now put an H in front of it. That's here. H-E-A-R. Here. Now add a T at the end. Heart. If that's not weird, don't tell me what isn't. Well, tell me what is. Not isn't. Got my suffixes mixed up apparently. Anywho. Now, I want you to write down the word earn. Oh yeah, there's two of them. You didn't realize that. Earn. They both sound the same. But suddenly, adding a consonant at the end of a word changes the vowel sound. That is why English is so darn hard to learn. That is why people are not grammatically correct, and that's why people are terrible at spelling. Because there's no phonetics, and every time you think you got it down, they go and throw words at like business and busy at you. Busy and business. They have the words U-S, which sounds like us. But suddenly we're pronouncing it like I-Z. Is, busy, business. Business, busy, and bus all have the same beginning, but somehow business and busy sound like is. That is strange. My brother pointed out to me yesterday, because my family were all kind of nerds, and so we always talk about this kind of stuff. We were talking about English grammar or something. Maybe it was on his Facebook status. I can't remember now. But anyway, I was informed by my brother that the words horrible, horror, and horrific all mean bad things. And I'm like, yeah. Then there's the word terrible, which is like horrible. Then there's the word terror, which is like horror. Yeah. Then there's the word terrific, which has the same ending sound-esque of horrific, but terrific means something wonderful, something good. Isn't that strange? Yeah, I'm making you think now. Well, my brother's making you think. Yes. If you want to request a song or a topic for me to rattle on about, which I happily will, as long as it's legal, you can call 419-289-5678 or extension 5678. And I will pick up the phone and I will say, it's FCA, and then you will get to talk to me. And we will have a good old chit-chat, and I will find your song because I have the ability to do so. That's right. And I am currently working on the DJ FCA's list of top 10 Disney movies and top 10 Disney songs. If you've listened to me for any amount of time, except for this one show, I don't think I did play a Disney song, Down the Bayou by Princess and the Frog, from the movie Princess and the Frog, the song. Oh my gosh. Talk about a tongue twister. But I am working on the top 10 Disney songs and the top 10 Disney movies that I think are the top 10, and I will, of course, give the reasons for my choosing. If you have one that you say is the best Disney movie, you can call in and tell me why you think that it is the best movie, and, of course, tell me what movie it is. That's helpful. Also, you call the same number, 419-289-5678 or extension 5678. Oh. I was like, what is that? My computer is saying that I only have 9 minutes left and I need to plug it in or it will die. think that's terrible. You know what I think is terrible? The way they named airport terminals. Terminals. Terminal means to end in death. That is what the meaning is. To end in death. To permanently be stopped. To terminate. That doesn't make me feel safe about going to the airport. I know that flying is one of the safest ways, and people are like, are you kidding? Have you heard about the attacks and the... Okay, when a plane crashes, it is one of the worst and horrific crashes. It's the worst way to crash into anything. But there's not too many people in the air with you. When airplanes crash, it's very rare. Here's how you know something is rare. If you see it on the news. Car crashes, they have a little bit of airtime on the news, but not a whole lot. And you want to know why they don't have a whole lot? Because it's common. It happens all the time. People have fender benders. When was the last time you saw a fender bender or a T-bone or anything like that on the news? Hardly ever, because it happens all the time. That's where people die the most, in car crashes, because there's thousands and thousands of people on the road and none of you know how to drive. I know you don't know how to drive because I walk and I'm like, people don't use their turning signals. I bet if anybody who's had their driver's license for more than 3 years, or even more than 2 years, I'm going to say, if you had your driver's license for more than 2 years, I have a pretty good bet that you would not pass the test again. I was watching Gene Simmons' Family Jewels with my family one night. I don't know why. I don't know why we put this on. It's amusing, but I'm not a big TV person. But we're watching it, and Gene Simmons' son took the driver's test and passed, and Gene Simmons failed. And the whole time, Gene Simmons, he's from KISS. He kept on going. If you're wondering, I'm just saying his full name just because I don't feel comfortable shortening it. It's weird, but I don't. Isn't it weird that his name is Gene, like as in one of the genes in your body that's unzipped by helicase? That just came to my head. Anywho. Oh, I've been talking for quite a while. Okay, I'm going to play some music. And then, well, actually, I'm going to play the time. And, well, as long as this news station doesn't suddenly have a mind of its own and change everything on me. And like I said, if you want to make a request for a song, if you want to tell me your favorite Disney song or Disney movie and say why you like it, then you can call 419-289-5678. Or if you just want to say hi to me, that's cool too. Alright.
And the temperature is 57. CNN Radio, I'm Bill Cayaccio. Massive amounts of water.